Glass bottles. We've all purchased these beautiful bottles holding some of our favorite drinks. But once the bottles become empty, they're tossed and end up in landfills, and in some areas, they're not easily recyclable as you think. One company is collecting these glass bottles before they hit landfills and turning them into these pretty cool glass cups. How? Stay tuned because that's what we're checking out in this week's episode. How are glass bottles contributing to the climate crisis? What type of glass are being used? And how did it get turned into glassware? To find out the answers, we'll be talking to a group that's upcycling all of this into this. This is Sam Wright. He's collecting empty glass bottles and upcycling them into one-of-a-kind glassware.
Sure, so in the UK, there's a lot of glass bottles that end up in landfills. It's up to 50% end up in landfills. That's because some areas don't have that great recycling collections. So yeah, a lot end up in landfill, which means it just can't be used again. So rather than it ending up in landfills, we thought we'd take this, turn it into glass, which can be used over and over again.
In 2021, Sam co-founded Smooth Edge in Chichester, England. The company is on a mission to reduce the demand for virgin materials and increase the circularity of waste glass bottles. So how does this glass bottle become this cup? First, Smooth Edge partners with alcohol companies like Bombay Sapphire, Crafty Distillery, and more to collect waste bottles that won't be used. They also work with local bars, restaurants, and pubs to collect used bottles. Next, the bottles are taken back to Smooth Edge's headquarters where they're cleaned and the labels are removed. The bottle is then cut to a size of a cup ranging from 10 ounces to a pint, depending on the bottle's design. After that, the top and the inside of the bottle are smoothed down by hand with specialized equipment. Once that's done, they're polished and cleaned. Sam says that cutting down the glasses is better for the environment than melting them down.
So the way we upcycle is super eco-friendly because there's no melting or any furnace involved where glass has to be heated to 1,500 degrees to smooth it. That takes a lot of, it's very energy intensive. Whereas where we already have the bottle, we basically cut it just using electric, which is super clean, smooth it down. It makes it 150 times better for the environment compared to standard glass.
The glass cup goes through a quality check to make sure it's perfect and it's ready to be sold. Each glass cup takes approximately 6 to 20 minutes to make depending on the bottle type. The glasses are available on the company's website from $7.99 to $24.99 British pounds. It all began when the team saw the amount of glass going into landfills and how poor their recycling collection in the UK is. After experimenting with items found at a local beach and upcycling them at home, the team was inspired to do something more. Co-founders Justin and Leah tried different methods of cutting bottles without much success at first, but with time, research, and experimentation, they finally improved their method of making cups out of glass bottles.
Sure, so Justin, our cover director, he came up with the idea of making glasses from bottles. He saw a few videos online, and he always loved the idea of finding stuff, and which is waste basically, and turning it into something. When we were subscribed to a gin club magazine, and all these bottles were beautifully designed, we found like it would be such a waste just throwing these beautifully designed bottles away. So turning them into something which could be used over and over again.
So why is this mission so important to Sam? In the UK alone, more than 28 billion glass bottles and jars end up in landfills each year. That's like filling the Empire State Building in New York every 3 weeks. While glass can be recycled over and over again once it's thrown out, it takes approximately 1 to 2 million years to decompose in landfills. Then there's broken glass, which creates smaller pieces that will just end up sitting in landfills. It also takes less energy to recycle than it does to make new glass out of raw materials. To help solve these problems, Smooth Edge set a goal to upcycle 20,000 glass bottles by the end of 2023. The company has upcycled 10,000 bottles since it launched officially in 2021. In addition to glass cups, Smooth Edge also makes slams from donated bottles, which can be purchased on Smooth Edge's website. Want to help with your glass bottle waste problem? Sam says you can send the team a message on Smooth Edge's website, and they'll reply with information on how to send them your glass bottles. The company hopes it can increase the circularity of waste bottles and have less end up in landfills. The founders also hope to inspire people to be sustainably aware by reducing waste.
We're hoping that everyone sees upcycled glassware as a necessity compared to standard glassware. We should buy upcycled glassware because it's helping the circular economy. And then we see ourselves as well as being a leader in upcycling. So we're hoping that upcycling in a few years' time is going to be a big thing.
Do you buy glass bottles? Do you recycle your bottles? What will you do with your glass bottles now that you've watched this video? Let us know in the comments below.